Before I ask Justice Suresh to speak, I just want to say one thing where Anand said maybe the subject is also an underestimation. Maybe it should have been India 2016 or Fascist State. As Suresh said, Anand said it's not the making of a fascist state, we are already a fascist state. And another thing I would just like to say for those who didn't know Sabi very well is that he also took up very unpopular issues as a lawyer. Like even with regard, he just didn't let anything pass. If he saw something in the newspaper, it agitated him so much that he thought we should speak about it, either in the courtrooms or at meetings. So now, Justice Suresh.
Friends, God forbid Sebastian. Whenever such person dies, I remember a book which I read years ago, sometime in 50s. The title of the book was Death Be Not Trust. That was written by John Gunther, wrote this, the writer, and he had written about his son, how he fought cancer and died. That's the title of the book, Death Be Not Proud. Very often when somebody close to me dies, I always say, Death Be Not Proud, because you'll never forget Sebastian is always with us, and it's the kind of thing, and that's what I wanted to say. Of course, Sebastian, as a lawyer, of course, I think he had appeared before me in a number of matters. But more importantly, one of the first thing we did was people's bodies, as I think, that when the riot took place in Bombay, he took the initiative to call Justice Krishna here. And Justice Krishna came here, and he called that People's Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Commission of People, which later on, I tell you, we had a conference in Bangalore after about 2 years, we converted in that Indian People's Tribunal. And I tell you, this is a unique experiment. I have written an article also on this. Indian People's Tribunal is different from fact finding. Facts are found by NGOs. They go around, collect materials, but then to get more authenticity and recognition, is referred to as People's Tribunal, where generally we have judges, ex-judges coming and sitting. And Justice Krishna had a large number of retired judges who do anything at his beck and call. And that was his greatness. And I tell you, I still remember when I retired 25 years ago. At that time, Justice Krishna sent a word, would you come, Bangalore riot took place. He asked me, would you come there? I said, yes, I will. Immediately after my retirement, Meda Pastor was sitting at Manibeli, our old village town, the center going underwater, Narmada thing. She asked me, would you come? I went there. This kind of thing. So when Sebastian requested, I said, yes, this is a good idea. That's how we did. But I tell you, as he referred to it, as we began the inquiry, initially the government was not prepared to appoint any official inquiry commission. But I think some pressure was there, and they asked the High Court to refer, to find out a sitting judge to conduct an inquiry. Not a retired judge, but sitting judge. And I will tell you, Justice Sri Krishna had just been appointed a few months before that. And Justice P.D. Desai, he was the Chief Justice at that time, very secular judge and a very progressive judge. He recommended Justice Sri Krishna. Justice Sri Krishna is very God-fearing. If you go to his house, there's a small space. You can't imagine, he's a very religious person. Yet, as a judge, when he conducted the inquiry, he brought no religion into that. But one thing happened, I will tell you, Of course, that was incident initially. As we started the inquiry, government appointed him, and then of course he thought he was the only one to hold the inquiry. Nobody else can do this. So one day, myself and Justice Dawud got a notice from Justice Sri Krishna to say, see the judges, you shall not go on with your inquiry. And show cause why action be not taken against you. Now it was something unexpected. You never thought that he would get such a notice, but Sebastian was there. Sebastian went to the court. We didn't stop work, we went there. Sebastian went to the court, filed a petition, and saying that this order should be set aside. Initially they went to request Justice Sri Krishna. He would not agree. He said, no, it's my privilege, nobody else can do this. But then a regular petition was filed. Topmost lawyers came forward, all of them came forward to argue the matter before elder division bench. And at the end of the day, they wanted to set aside Justice Sri Krishna's order. But next day, Justice Sri Krishna withdrew. That was the initial days. But Sri Krishna changed his law thereafter. But I tell you, we finished the inquiry in 6 months. We brought a report called People's Body. And Justice Sri Krishna took 6 years to bring that report. And you will see the findings of what we have done and what Justice Sri Krishna done. Identical. Only difference was, he said, he identified the people, the officers who had done wrong. He recommended to the government action to be taken, but he didn't specify the action. We have specified the action. And that is what we said was, every policeman who had shot somebody, some innocent person, should be prosecuted under section 302 IPC. He cannot be exempted. Because there is no provision in the constitution, nor in any law, that a police officer or a security man just shoot and kill. What's happening in Kashmir today, all those who have shot and killed are liable to be prosecuted under section 302. It's only in a war-like situation the police or security people get a right to kill each other. But in a peaceful situation where there is no war, no officer can do that. And if he does, he has to be prosecuted. He has the right of defense. In that defense, he can say, if I had not shot, they would have killed somebody, or they would have killed me, therefore I have to shoot. That's the defense which is established in the court of law. But anyhow, nothing happened. Sri Krishna Committee report. Government did not punish anyone except in transfer here and there. Nothing, no action. There was one officer by name Tyagi who later joined Shiv Sena. He was to be prosecuted because he had gone into a bakery and shot 6 innocent people there. Sri Krishna found it to be out of that. But ultimately on some technical ground, Tyagi got out. That happened. This is what is happening now. Malagaon, see, going and inquiring into. I had gone to Malagaon immediately after the bomb blast. Asgar, an engineer, asked me to go there with some group of people. I think one from Nagpur, I forget his name, and myself and 2 or 3 others, we went. And I met Raghuvanshi there. He was there at that time. And I told him, you are accused of Muslims, there is no evidence as far as they are concerned. How can you do that? He would not agree. He said, sir, you don't know. This is exactly what is happening. For example, the other day was a red 11/7 incident, where bomb blasts were seen in the train. And again there, I tell you, when bomb blast took place on the train, what happened was, nobody knows who did it. Police did not know who did it, security forces did not know who did this. Only thing is, there's some vague idea, some must be necessarily some Muslims. And we have one place near what's called Bira Road, or somewhere, I forget the name of the place. By and large, any such incident takes place, the police would go to that particular place. I think near Thana. Some place, I tell you. And they round up some young people, some people, bring them to the police station. I tell you, actually what happened at that time was, they rounded some people, brought them to the police station, no record, nothing is done. They started torturing, they started accusing, look here, you have done it, admit. They would not. Some parents of these people came to me at that time and said, this is what happened. Their children's sons are in the police station for about 8 or 10 days. What shall you do? So I thought, how to find out and establish it because there's no record. I go to police station, they won't show. Advocate goes to police station, they won't show. What do we do about this? So we thought the best thing is to approach the Minority Commission. Minority Commission, because minority people are being affected. So Minority Commission can authorize or himself can go to the police station, find out whether they are in the lockup or not. And we suggested that. And when I remember, the film producer, Mr. Butt, he also came with me. And some of us had gone through the commissioner. But he would do nothing. He said, sir, this, that, everything, I'll see, there's nothing. What they did was, you see, even the latest judgment has come. Now all of the, about 11 or 13 people have been convicted, some have been given death sentence. Now you'll find, if you go to the evidence, the voluminous judgment, I have occasion to glance through the judgment, about 1,800 pages. The judge is a good judge. He knows how to write a judgment. But whether it's true or wrong, or we do not know. But by and large, you see, it's all on confessional statements. Why I am saying this is, today, there are four things I want to say. One, you see, we had these various kinds of security laws. We brought TADA, we brought FOSA, now we are in COCA, UAPA, see, Public Safety Act, in Chhattisgarh. In all these cases, by and large, the real terrorists are never arrested, never caught. All these cases, by and large, the innocent people are arrested. And they are made to say, you agree, you confess. Because all these laws provide for confession statements. According to confession statement is against first principles of criminal law. Presumption of innocence is there in our criminal procedure code. That is there in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant. And we can't have a law to presume to be culpable. Therefore, under the law, ordinary law, regularly our criminal procedure code, no statement made to the police is admissible in law. Otherwise, police can just record 10 statements and say, look, here is. I remember I had gone to China. There they can accept confession. In fact, I was heading a small group of international team through Asian Human Rights Commission. We had gone to China to study the system of criminal trial there and make a report on that. And when I went there, I saw the actual trial. What happens is, the accused is brought first, and his confession statement, everything is recorded. The police officer gives the statement to the judge, and they come up for 3 days. Every court has 3 judges in China. And invariably, one presiding judge and 2 ladies, youngsters, by and large. And they march into the court. They don't just like our judges, like a military court. They come and sit. And then, of course, the accused is brought. And the accused asks questions. Look, you have done this, you have done this, you have done this. Then that fellow says, nothing, he can't say anything. Finally, the police officer stands and says, sir, these are the statements I have recorded, I am tendering this. Okay? He doesn't need any. And then the accused lawyer is there. And the judge said, you want to ask any question? You can ask. What can you ask? A trial lasts 30 minutes, by and large. And maybe very few cases may go 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. Case is over in half an hour. And it's accepted. That is why, under our law, no statement is made to the police is admissible in law. What we did was, in the name of containing, when the terrorists contained terrorists, we brought law like that, where confession statements could be extracted as a police. And I tell you, we had opposed this kind of law at that time. Actually, when the law was challenged in the Supreme Court, our Human Rights Commissioner at that time was Raghunath Mishra, one of the first Human Rights Commissioner. He had objected to that. It's the first time in the history of the judiciary that Human Rights Commission is coming and opposing a law made by the government. And in the open court, they engaged the lawyer and said, look here, we are also opposing this law because this law permits extended confession. There are other things. This is one of the worst features of the law. But unfortunately, our Supreme Court upheld this law. This is a problem in this country. Take advantage, see, that law of course was there for about a few years. And then sometime I think started during the Punjab Khalistan movement time. It started, it was there for about 1995 or so. Then what happened was the law came to an end. Then the parliament bomb blast took place. Again, of course, where other gurus involved and so on. So it's a different story altogether. But there again, when that took place, oh, we said we can't control terrorism unless we have harsh law. And what the harsh law? Quota law. Again, the quota they brought. Now, quota also survived for some years. Again, the same provision. And thereafter, now quota law is not there, but every state has 3 or 4 security laws, which are all being misused. In Chhattisgarh, I went there. They are also being misused. What happens is, the law allows them to record confession statements. What the Supreme Court said is, oh yeah, confession statement can be recorded, but not by a lower officer, but an officer of the Superintendent of Police higher. What the great difference, the erstwhile sub-inspector in course of time becomes Superintendent of Police. And he can record a confession statement. And confession statements, and this is how many cases are. What they do today is, any such bomb blast takes place, round up some people, take them to the police stations, keep them for a month or 2, and then again, the courts have also developed an attitude all over the country. That is, if you are charged under any security law, no bail. Because the law says no bail, and judges say no bail, whether there is any material or not. When I went to Chhattisgarh this time, I was, last May I had gone, and I was told, a lady, I forget the name, she was charged with one of those offences security law. Brought before the magistrate did not give bail, she was kept inside. For 6 years she remained inside, and then one day she was brought before the judge. No FIR, no case, nothing of the kind. She was inside for 6 years. What is ultimately she was let out. But what else has been done? The court has done. Court has done nothing beyond that. And today what's happening there is, as Basta region where I had gone there, this is exactly what's happening. Go around, round the people and say they are all Maoists. Moment they are said as Maoists, there is a law, public safety law there. And once you are charged as Maoist, then no bail is given. And the moment you are said, you are inside. Assume by chance the magistrate somebody gives, go to the High Court and no bail. This is kind of thing. See, this is a kind of thing going on in this country. And that is exactly today, what's happened today, I will tell you, we brought fascism into this country. It tapped into our system. See, Gujarat, what happened was, Nanavati Commission was appointed. Till today there is no report on Nanavati Commission. Bombay riot took place, there is a secret commission reporting there. Other riot took place where other states have made some report. Some of the reports are effective, whatever it is. But in Gujarat, there is no report of Nanavati Commission. The report, we have made a report. Sister groups and myself, we are all there, about 8 of us. Justice Krishna headed the team, though he could not come except for a day or 2. Justice Sawant was with us. We brought a report, Crime Against Humanity. That report went round the world. And that report contained all evidence and sufficient material to prosecute many persons. I think Rana has done a wonderful job in discovering quite a number of them. How it comes into operation, how they build up. See, and then I went to Leicester in London, and Leicester University republished a report. Modi's visa was cancelled. Modi could not go. There's a concept of universal jurisdiction. Such crime may take place here, genocide or homicide can take place here. But there are countries which have accepted the concept of universal jurisdiction. Under that, if they want, they can prosecute. Even suppose there are countries which have accepted that universal jurisdiction. If they want, even now, he can prosecute it. But this is exactly what happened. So, judiciary, see, we try to prevent the growth of fascism in this country, mostly through judiciary. Though, of course, you may not agree, number of groups have fought, we have fought. Everywhere where we have exposed this, but judiciary let us down. Judiciary could not strike down such laws. And therefore, their actions are all condoned. Now, some of them which have survived, are being Malagav again they are trying to condone. This is what happened. Maya Kodani was inside with a charge, the judge Yadik wrote an excellent judgment. That's a modern judgment, I said, because it's not easy to write a judgment of that time. But Judge Yadik has retired. He is not even promoted. Now today you must have read one of the court judge. See, where 27 people were acquitted by the magistrate, High Court it came, 11 people have been identified for death punishment. I don't know what punishment they get. So today, law, judiciary as such has failed to prevent fascist actions by the leaders by many people in this country. This is a one problem we have. And now today, they are sustaining, see they came through ballot papers of course, they are trying to sustain their fascism through law. And every state has this kind of law. And I think time we demand that all such security laws should be scrapped off. We should have public meetings, we should tell people we don't want security law at all. We have enough law under the Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code, various other laws are there, which lay down procedure, and we can still catch the world, increase your capacity to investigate and so on, but not get this kind of torture. In fact, I tell you, after Tada and Kota came to this country, about 8 years, 2008, if I'm right, our human rights group conducted public hearing in about 8 states on torture. You see, as a result of we found all the states in the country and every police station in the country uses torture for the purpose of solving the problem. You may see in some of the Hindi channels, some of the trials, so petrol crime and some of the things are good to see. But anyhow, you see, first thing he does, the policeman suspects somebody, he brings him here, gives him 2 slaps. And then that kind of terror is inflicted, that fellow is nervous. Then he says, I've done. This is the kind of thing. So today, this terror, torture is routine in all police stations. As a result of that, police have lost the art of investigation. I remember some years ago, prohibition was brought. I said at that time, prohibition made the police culprits. You have to arrest your neighbor, keep one bottle of liquor, fighting near the door, call the policemen. They are found with a bottle of liquor. This is how I know a particular management of a school wanted to dismiss their peon and they could not do anything. Then the management resorted, tell you the matter of case, management resorted to keep 2 bottles in his house, called the police, raided and said, oh, he is found with 2 new bottles of liquor, this kind of thing. So police became corrupt because that kind of law doesn't survive. You can't bring a law to teach morality. Suppose you bring a law tomorrow that no one shall tell lies. Your neighbor will be a spy on you, this kind of thing. That is how police became corrupt at that time. And police became autocrats since these harsh laws are there. Every state has harsh laws, which deny bail, which allow police to torture. And it can also confess states which are recorded and convictions are done like that. By and large, if you take statistics, no genuine terrorist ever arrested under this. Either he shot or is not arrested. And it is only those who are innocent, who are not yet not corrupt, are not indulged in acts of terrorism, are forced to suffer this kind of thing. And courts have not yet developed any kind of compensation. Akshardham case, you see, where all the accused were charged with bomb blast and everything. When the trial came, the judge found not an iota of evidence in the Akshardham case. And matter went to the Supreme Court. Of course, that they were all released, that judgment is confirmed. Much later, recently, one of the lawyers, one of the petitioners, went to the Supreme Court. So 11 years we suffered inside because of this case. And ultimately, we have been held innocent. Please give, the police give compensation. Our court said, no, we can't give compensation because there is no provision. Under the international covenant, every prosecution, if you are unjustly arrested, detained, he has to be given compensation. When we accepted the covenant, You resort a protocol on that. And we are making use of that. We don't give compensation. People are beaten, arrested, all the things. It's the kind of thing that's happening. And I think I'll stop here. And what I want to tell you is, so today is time. I think I'll tell you one small thing. Maybe my perception is very wrong. There was a time, I think it's still about 2-3 years ago. I think not maybe last 2 years. Before that, we used to have many more meetings in Bombay. I used to go round the country, so many meetings. People were organized, seminars were held, people would exchange, meet and talk. Today, I don't know, I may be not knowing hardly any such meeting takes place. Mostly some of the NGOs resort to press conference. That is not the way to do it. Press conference depends on the press, and we don't know how free the press is, we don't know. Nothing comes in the paper. So as a result of that, there's a general resistance against autocracy is going down. We don't raise our voice. When something goes wrong, we don't raise our voice. We don't support. And with the result, the fascist element gaining ground. This is a dangerous thing we have. So we must, every college, every student must understand. We must study this kind of harsh law. We don't want harsh laws. Harsh laws are ruining this country. Thank you very much.